All right, and welcome back to the first episode of the Crimson Podcast. And I'm your host, Ari Rosen, alongside my co-host,
Jack Martin.
And as you can see us. Today here, we have the girls soccer captains, Andy Costabile, Alexa Paterno, and Peyton Zahn. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So, off to a hot start. 6-1, 4-0 in the division, and a huge 6-1 win over Rivals Ridge. How does that feel? Just describe it.
Awesome.
Amazing. Like, I don't know how to
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we could have wished for a better start. We've had some big wins, and we've had a loss that we've learned a lot from. So we're off to a really good start, exactly where we want to be.
And that one loss was to a very talented, good Morris Knowles team that you took into overtime. So I think that proves a lot for you guys that you can compete with those bigger schools and those really good teams.
Yeah, it does.
So let's talk about your favorite moments from the season. Obviously, the big 6-1 win against Ridge. What stood out?
Yeah. Obviously the win over Ridge was awesome, but kind of my personal favorite was definitely our game yesterday against Hanover Park. It wasn't our best soccer, but the fact that we still won 3-0 was awesome, and it just shows the potential we have. And when we are on our A game, how much more we could win by.
Sophomore year, that was the team we lost to, that knocked us out of states. So it just felt good to come back and beat them 3-0, even if it wasn't our best game.
Yeah. We've had a lot of highs this season and only one minor low, but I think my favorite moment, if I could pick one so far, has been the start of the Ridge game. I remember the starting lineup was just in a huddle, and we were all jittering, so excited to get playing. And we all had to take a deep breath, and we just focused on what we needed to do. We had a great fan crowd there for us. It was just a really awesome environment.
So you guys are all captains, and what is that feeling when you guys step on the field, knowing you're the leaders, knowing you are what everybody looks up to on the team? So how does that feel?
It's a little stressful at times, you got to set a role, be a role model for everyone else on the field. I mean, yes, it's a little stressful because you feel I'm captain, I'm a leader. I set the example for everyone else. I can't make mistakes. But the fact that I have a whole team that's willing to support and understands that there are mistakes that happen every single time is great. So when I step out there, I'm oh, just another day with my friends.
Yeah, I think the three of us work really well together because we kind of balance each other out. I feel I'm the more vocal one, and you two really lead by example, and that's really good for the team because they look up to us in so many ways, and we know that they trust us and they trust what we're saying. So we carry a lot of weight with us with that. We need to make sure we're setting the example and setting the standard. But at the same time, I don't feel we feel we're above them in any way. We just try to lead by example and just gear them towards success.
Yep.
You guys have had a pretty successful start to the season, as you mentioned before. Do you have any specific goals you're trying to accomplish your senior year?
State champion.
Yeah. We want a ring.
We want a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been so close in years past, and now it's the last dance almost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you guys,
well, it is the last
it
dance.
is.
It's last dance.
And yesterday, we talked about in the huddle after the game, our 3-0 win over Hanover Park is a really, really big step towards that state championship because they were our sectional champions last year. They won 4 sectional championships in the last 7 years. So that kind of win over that kind of team is a really, really good sign at this point in the season.
So family is your cheer as you guys end off all huddles. And what does family mean to you guys as a program, as a team, for you three?
It's just so important to us that we maintain a good relationship on the field and off the field. I think you can tell by our camaraderie on the field that we play together and we play for each other, and it just helps us so much.
Yeah, definitely helps us. I feel anything else wouldn't be fitting for us. I feel we all are such a tight group, and we all just understand everything that the other does, and I think we really are a family. We can fight, but then also we can be laughing the next second. So it's totally fun.
Yeah. I think it's just like Alexa said, it's so fitting for us because I feel all of the girls were sisters, and Coach B's our fun uncle, and Chrisman's our crazy aunt, and it just makes sense because we all just understand each other so well. We support each other. Like Peyton said, we fight. Sometimes we bicker, but it's always out of love. Everything we do for each other is out of love, and we all want each other to succeed so badly. So yeah, it's all a family.
So Andy, you're committed to D1, play for Richmond.
Just in
Peyton-
case you guys did.
And Peyton, you're committed to Fairfield. Do you always want to play soccer in college, like growing up? Was that like a goal for you?
I think it was
Yeah,
for
it's-
both of
yeah.
us. Yeah.
And then what's it like to make that dream actually become true?
Oh my gosh. Well, we
Don't
did.
get her started.
Yeah, don't get me started. We did this whole thing in practice where we talked about sentimental things, and I brought like something about my commitment, and I just bawled my eyes out because it's just really emotional. And you have a dream since you're so little, and you work really hard for it, and it comes true, even though like the hardships, the dark times. And I think it's just a testament to the people around us. Peyton and I have such strong support systems around us that have gotten us to where we are, including our team, including our girls soccer team. So it's just, yes, it's an embodiment of us and our accomplishments, but it's more so telling of the people around us who have supported us.
And like the recruiting stuff is always like ups and downs. Like I know me and Andy would talk about it. Like you go through so many highs, so many lows, but like at the end of it, it's like so rewarding.
And what is it like for you to watch your friends go off and achieve their goals?
It's actually like it's awesome. Like I feel like I'm like not like I'm like there with them. I'm like not like achieving it with them, but like I am
You
at
are.
the same
You
time. I remember like last year, Peyton, I'd hear about it every day. She's like, I'm so stressed. Like I don't know. And I'm like, everything will work out. And I just liked watching her because I knew she was gonna end up somewhere awesome and as well as Andy. So it was great to watch.
And speaking of commitments, you two both reached career milestones. Andy with 50 goals and Peyton with 100 career points, and like all the hard work, and now you get recognition for it. Like, what does that mean to you guys?
I don't know. I think as we've gotten older, I think I can speak for both of us, the personal accolades don't mean as much to me anymore, especially with the commitment. I'm not worried about my stats anymore because nobody's really looking at them in that way. I think it's more about the team goals. If I can score 50 goals, knowing that those 50 goals are going towards a team win or a team success, then that's what's more important to me. And
Yeah, like it's obviously like always like amazing to like achieve different like accolades, but like at the end of the day, it's like the team win. Like we'll do whatever we need
Yeah.
to like help the team win.
Right? Is there anything we missed? Anything you guys want to tell them?
we have a game tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Somerville. Pack the stands, be there. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys
Awesome.
so
Yeah,
much
you
for
are.
joining
Thank
us.
you.
Hopefully, we can be back here with a state sectional podcast. You know, that could be some
Hopefully.
great content. For the Crimson,
Great content.
for the Crimson, I'm Ari Rosen.
I'm Jack Martin.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a little